They're going to get a giant check, Darren. You know that? People are getting a giant check. Yeah, it's how much you say again?
The check is for $380,000.
$380,000. If I did that, I would stop the show that I do. There's a lottery guy. Hi, I do a lottery show on the internet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I scratch off your tickets every week.
All right.
Yeah. I've never seen a winner before.
Well, we got one here today.
This is historic for me, and it wasn't me doing the scratching, which is typical. I don't win. These people won $500 a week for life. They want me to shut up now. So yeah, it turns out that my local convenience store is one of the luckier places to buy Illinois lottery tickets right now. Over the last year, they've had several big payouts, including $250,000, several thousands of dollars on other tickets. My brother-in-law won $3,000 about a month ago on the 7-11-21 ticket, and this guy won the $500 a week for life ticket just a couple weeks ago. I just happened to be uptown when they presented him with the big ticket. He chose to take the one lump sum of $380,000 as opposed to be paid $500 a week for the rest of his life. I guess he thinks there's a better chance that he's going to die somewhere in the next 14.6 years than actually get the Illinois lottery to pay him or not come and bump him off. I don't know. But it was really cool getting to meet him and congratulate him, and it was very cool getting to talk to one of the guys who works for the Illinois lottery. I think he thought it was pretty special to get to meet me too. Okay, so you are?
My name's Mike Lang.
And you work for the Illinois State Lottery?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you and you're handing these nice people a nice big check today.
A ceremonial check, but yeah.
Mike, where's my check? Where's mine? Look at my check.
Well, as soon as you present us a winning ticket of $25,000 or more, I'll get you a check.
Well, I won like $3 last week.
We don't generally hand out the big checks for that.
All right, so.
But you know, maybe we'll make an exception for you.
So I'm trying this $5 a week experiment. What would you recommend I do as far as if I want to guarantee a big win? What should I do?
There is no way to guarantee.
There's no way. Because people tell me that if I buy a ticket at the beginning of the roll or at the end of the roll, if that makes a difference.
Not really. The one piece of advice I would have is go to our website and look at the unclaimed prize chart.
The unclaimed prizes.
Yeah, the prizes that haven't been claimed yet. And you can get, sometimes you can see, based on the volume of the middle prizes and the lower ones, that there's a fair, larger percentage of the big prizes.
So Mike from the Illinois State Lottery was a really neat guy to talk to, and he confirmed what I've been trying to get across. There is no magic formula. There is nothing that says that if you buy a ticket at the beginning of the roll or at the end of the roll, if you look for this number or that number, that it's going to pay off any better than any other ticket. There is no way of doing that. However, he did give us the advice of going onto the Illinois State Lottery website, looking at the unclaimed prizes and playing those tickets, since those prizes are still out there. And so, next month in September, we are going to do the experiment within the experiment again, and we're going to play the tickets that look like they've got the best odds of paying out a big prize yet on the Illinois State Lottery. I'm going to buy all the tickets at once so we get that nice range there. We're going to follow his advice and your advice and see what we win, if we win at all. Last time, we got over $100. Let's see what we can do this time. So later that day, after watching that couple get their giant check, I went back into the convenience store to buy myself a Mountain Dew and to pick up some lottery tickets. And as I'm standing in line, the guy behind me says, "I won't be playing any of those tickets for a while." And I looked down and he was pointing at the $500 a week for life tickets. And I said, "Why not?" And he says, "Well, they just paid out that big amount right here." I said, "Yeah, but that's a completely different roll." "Well, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to win on that." And I thought to myself, he is doing the same thing that a lot of other people do for winning tickets, but he's doing it for a losing ticket. He's decided that because a ticket was purchased at this store that paid out a large amount, that another ticket won't do that, even though several people have won from Kansas. And even though that roll of tickets that is in that machine now is a completely different roll of tickets. Nope, there can't be any more winners on the $500 a week for life in Kansas, Illinois, because of what this guy saw. So, I bought $500 a week for life tickets right then and there. Let's see how they do. I bought 5 of them. The guy who won the $500 a week for life, he also spent $5 on lottery tickets that day. So hey, I've got a winning formula already, right? It's a $1 ticket, so we get one winning number, we match it up with our numbers, and we win the prize. How hard can that be, right? Our winning number is 6, and our numbers... Uh-oh, I have a 6. Look at this. We've got a winner right here on this one. I've won $1 already. Look, I'm $1 ahead.
Second ticket, winning number is an 8. You know, when I started doing these little lottery shows, I had no idea that anyone else was doing this on YouTube. And since I started doing this, I find out lots of people on YouTube are doing these scratch-off lottery shows. I had no clue. No clue at all. No winners on this one. So I've been watching a lot of other people's shows. Winning number on this one is 14. I've been watching a lot of other people's little lottery shows, and I gotta say they're, well, they're boring. And it makes me a little concerned about my show, because I think maybe my show might be boring too. I know a lot of you guys watch it, you know, but good grief, look at that, that's a loser again. How much of this can you really stand? And I don't want to do this again next year. I'd like to try something else next year. I definitely don't want to waste more money on lottery tickets next year. So, look at that, no winner on that one either. This is it, this is the last ticket. Can we prove that one guy wrong and have another $500 a week for life winner? Could we do it? It's a 10. I have a good feeling about that. It's a 10. Alright, there's a 13. No, there's a 9. No, there's an 11. There's a 4. And there's a 1. Nothing.
Well, at least I won $1 today. Well, I didn't win $500 a week for life off my tickets, but I did win $1. I started out, this is week number 35, I started out with $34. I spent 5 of those dollars, and I got $1 back, so now I'm down to $30 of profit. $30 after all this time. Not that great. I'm obviously doing something wrong. So we'll see what I can do with this new experiment within an experiment starting next week through the month of September. So the lottery guy actually told me that the way I'm playing the lottery with the scratch-off tickets I'm buying, I can expect on average to get 60 cents back for every dollar I spend, which is his way of saying we're going to take 40 cents from every dollar that you give us. That's a pretty good percentage. I'd like to see more businesses do that well. Thanks again for watching. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Stay safe, stay dry out there if you're in Hurricane Isaac's path. And I'm going to go cash this in, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Mike, thank you.
Hey, thank you
very much. Bret plays the lottery. Watch it. I think you'll enjoy it.
All right.